from Knit Happens Teesside for the 34th week of 2025. The other night at knitting, Jill was working on her lace top, you know, the turquoise one with the two balls. And she's on the second sleeve now, so it looks like she may be starting something new next week. Probably. She's really got along with that now. Helen pulled back that section of her shawl and has found a better colourway and is much happier with it, and I think she's going to do more segments than the pattern. But it's looking great, isn't it? I have been mostly knitting on, only knitting on a secret project. It's kind of secret, but I've showed you that it's pink. So this pink bit, did you see that then? This pink bit is finished. So I also had a thought to be using some pink mohair. But the pink mohair, where's the other one, wasn't a very good match. None of them really matched. So what I've done is I've knitted this one and this one together, and they go much better. Like so. That's all I can show you of that. Every year, Blocked magazine is doing a knitting calendar, and there's a theme every year. So that's the secret. The secret's the theme. But that's my knitting for the Blocked magazine calendar. I have to get it done. Today's the last day of August, and it has to be done by the end of September so they can be printed. I think it's too tricky to be sending them to the UK, so if you wanted one, there is digital versions available. So you could have it on your computer screen or print one off for yourself. But that'll be coming up in a couple of months. Other knitting, I've got some UFOs to show you. I didn't tell you last week. You remember I went to that sort of junky, antique-y sort of place. Today I am drinking nutty hazelnut instant coffee. I have had some proper coffee, but I can't drink proper coffee all day. It won't be very good for me. Though I don't sleep anyway at the moment. And do you know, I thought Daisy, you know Daisy, the black and white cat, I thought she didn't purr. I stroked her the other day when she was on the bed, and she sort of purred once, and then her nose was going in and out in a rhythm, but there was no purr coming out. But last night, what happens is, like, my husband is off work at the moment, and he used to get up in the middle of the night, and she would accompany him downstairs into the kitchen, and she quite liked him getting up in the middle of the night. So now what happens is, if she hears me stirring in the bed, she comes in, sharpens her claws and taps him. So last night I thought I would get up instead. So I got up and I went to the loo, and she was purring and purring and purring. And then I walked down the stairs with her, careful not to trip over her while I did so. And there was a little bit of food in a dish, but I thought I'll fill it up and then she'll be fine. And she was actually eating and purring at the same time. So isn't that funny? Because she doesn't really purr in the day. I've barely heard her purr at all, and in November we'll have had her for a year. Anyway, what I was saying was, when we went to the junkyard with maybe one or two antiques and collectible vinyl, It's called Kiwi Trading, and it's in Hartlepool, in the town centre. Not right in the centre, but central enough. And there is he rents out spaces to different traders, and one of the traders is a chap I know from dog walking who does stained glass. So he gets commissioned to make stained glass for people, and he also teaches it. And I heard this voice coming from his unit, a lady's voice, and I thought, I know that voice. And it's an old friend of mine. He's learning to do stained glass. She said it's quite an expensive hobby, but she loves it. So she showed me the things that she was doing, but I forgot to film at first, and obviously it was a friend I was chatting to, so there's a little bit about it here. Northumberland. I think that's made with butterfly.
I'll get some small
ones on the blue bits.
I'll order stuff. You're not obliged to buy them, I'm getting them. It's not suitable. Well, it's alright.
A big telephone.
Yeah, it's like it looks more, I don't know what it's made of, it's not mine. Right.
This on it. This is a bit junky in here. Lots of old pots, cups. I mean, if you were starting a cafe. Or if you needed a room set. I do like some things. I like pool. Got my things in the way. There's a jug to go with it. But I don't need one. And I have no space left.
Well, I'm just this is my first time having a go at this. We're just getting there.
I have a little YouTube channel.
Oh, do you? I don't blame it. So, yeah, I'm going there, all right.
This is Christine, who used to come and knit. Learning how to what? Lead?
Lead.
Put your lead
Stained glass
bits.
lead in. Yeah.
Solder.
Stained glass. And then you solder it after. I've done a couple of things already.
Right, so here are all the bits for the middle.
That one.
No,
Oh,
exactly.
that's good.
Soldered up.
My UFOs I've dug out today, I've probably shown you before, because if it's a UFO, it's a UFO, and will remain one until it's an FO. This is Elton cardigan by Cokie Locatelli. Well, it's getting there, isn't it? All the body's done. That's the first sleeve. And I haven't done my decreases too close together so it fits. And there's the armhole on the other side. I can't remember the... is it in here? Oh, Wool Kitchen. 72% kid mohair, 28% silk, and it's 400 metres 4-ply fingering. I'm not quite sure. That's on one label. Oh, this is Rowan Fine Art. Oh, did that all sound really awful as well? This is Rowan Fine Art. It's kind of a dusty pink 4-ply. Premium hand painted sock yarn. And this is Wool Kitchen. Look at this. This is just pretty. Really, really pretty. So that's that one. I have no idea when I'm going to pick this back up, but I have done before because it's an easy one to just pick back up. There are some decreases there. I think it was probably about every 8 rows, which is 2 stripes. That's what I'm thinking. But I'll refer to the pattern, which is I have digitally, so I can look it up wherever I am, really, which is always fun. You don't want to be stuck, do you? I did once or twice. I've had to... Oh, there's a spider up there just hanging around. Once or twice I have messaged home for information on patterns, and I told you about one recently, and then the other one was when I was doing jury service and I had my husband recite the pattern part for a little gnome. So it had all this shaping in it and he was reciting it, but he didn't understand any of it, he said. So that was quite good. This is one of my bags and I don't know what's in it. There might not be a UFO in here at all. This is sock yarn. I don't particularly like making socks. Oh yes, there is one right at the bottom. It's this colourway, which, I mean, I could have done them for Make Orange Great Again, couldn't I? Not 50% of the wool though. Is it? Is that not good enough, Neil? I like my sock yarn to be... Oh, this is gorgeous. That's not going to be socks. It's all the same stuff, isn't it? But I don't think I've got any yarn bands in here. So that's that. That's that one. It'll be Regia, or what's the other one? Opal. They're wound off, so that would be a pair of socks, and then I'd have to stop knitting when I get to the end. I like the colours of that one. And then there's this one. But it looks like I was... what was I doing with this? I was trying some crochet. It looks like it's changing colour quite well, but I have no idea now what it was that I was crocheting. And this is the Debbie Bliss sock yarn, which is absolutely gorgeous yarn. And I've knitted my daughter some of these because I don't know if there's enough there for another pair. She loves them and they go in the washing machine. And actually, I think that's kind of superior. It seems to be wearing very well as well. So that's a bag full of sock yarn bits and bobs that aren't having much done with them. And I have more actually. I do have some more bits and bobs of sock yarn, even though I don't like making socks. I just love this one. Absolutely adore this sort of sludgy colours mixed in with the dusty pink. But I don't know what I'm going to make with that at all. I I need to be looking for dark grey or black if I am going to participate in the politically incorrect knitters knit along, which is the puritanical knitting fun run, which I did. Ooh, was it only last year? I feel that it was longer than that, like it was 2 years ago, and I still have my UFO from that, and because it was cardigan it wasn't finished. I might make something new. I don't think UFOs are acceptable, and it's based on Puritan graves which have a lot of skulls and skeletons with wings and mermaids and peculiar things like that. So if you want to know more, go catch up with them. Right, what else was there? Oh, the other day, when was that? Friday. We had a little sortie. Me and my hubby went again to Stokesley. And it was a beautiful sunny day and it was market day. So we went in a very good pet shop that sells all natural treats. And then we had a little walk by the river and saw, oh, what did he say the fish were? It might be on my video.
Must be fairly clean, isn't it?
It looks it, doesn't it? Minnows.
Minnows.
Baby ones.
No, they're not very big, a minnow.
Right. They're all the way up.
It's probably the spawning time or something.
There was lots of them in the stream, and the stream was only very shallow. It's such a pretty place. And then we walked across a bridge we haven't walked across before because it was just a piece of... It wasn't really... Well, it was a bridge, but it was just a piece of some concrete or something that wide with tarmac on the top. And we came out through a lovely archway. A little bridge. Don't pull me in, Lottie.
Ducks under that one.
Good there, looks lovely. And the trees. There's nobody else coming yet. They're modern. Old-fashioned style modern. Harriet Hospice. Onto the market square. When we got to the market square, see, I can remember it all now. I remember where I was going, but I had to look through my photographs to remember where I'd been. Once I've remembered where I've been, because you think, what did I do the other day? We went somewhere. Where was it? Once I know where I've been, I can remember all about it. I think I've got a very sort of visual memory. So we walked through this archway, and the first stall we saw was the fish stall. Stokesley Market. Should we get through? Grimsby fish.
Some fresh looking fish.
Let's have a look around. Tarts and things. And eggs. Do you want any tarts or eggs or any of these? Ooh. Baklava. Look at these. Icelandic sheepskin, real rugs, real sheepskin.
Those are all natural colours you're looking there. That's as they come off the sheep's back.
They're gorgeous. Yeah. Your slippers here. Proper sheepskin ones. I prefer it on the animal, really. All of this. Is it proper sheepskin? Yeah, there's some good socks. Some good socks. It's a very small market, but there's quite a good choice of stalls. So there was a big vegetable stall. There was a stall with a lot of probably out-of-date produce, sort of all kinds of bits and bobs, just a bit cheaper than the shops. And there was this fantastic leather stall. He had Thomas Sabo shoes, I think they were, and all of these sheepskin rugs. I did tell him I'd rather sort of have the wool and spin it or knit it. But my favourite ones of those rugs, I think I like the curly white one best. It was probably the most expensive also. I think it was at 130, 140. Well, it wasn't something I planned to go and buy, and it wasn't something I particularly wanted, so I didn't get one. But they were absolutely lovely, and he said they only get them ones in because they're a rare breed, and they only get them because they have to cull them. So it's not something that's often available. So there was 2 of those. I mean, they'd have been nice either side of the bed, but I'm not quite sure really. Anyway, I went in one of the shops, and they were selling sheepskin rugs for about 300, 400 pounds. Admittedly, the one I was looking at was also sort of curly and sort of dark grey. It was really lovely. But as I say, it wasn't something I went looking for. But I thought you might be interested in them. We haven't had any pet shenanigans this week particularly. They all need brushing and combing and teeth brushing and maybe ears doing and things like that, and nails grinding. So the maintenance isn't always done when it should be. But never mind. They're okay. So, before I descend into a load of waffle, more news, maybe, next week. Where are you going, you crazy Betty? Oh, went to Oldham, got some yarn.